Strap yourselves in because we're about to see fireworks here at the eChampions League knockouts. And I want to hear from you at home. Matthias Banano versus Levi. There's going to be a poll going in the chat. Who is going to win this game? We'll get it up throughout and see if you are correct. Tom Lee, Ryan Pessoa in the commentary booth. This is going to be an incredible game. The first thing that I want to touch on, Levy has just seen his teammate, who won the Eredivisie with him, eliminated from the tournament. Does that even play any seed of doubt in your mind whatsoever?
I think for Levy, it's probably a wake-up call. It's to let him know this is not going to be easy. You know, the Dutch boys are favourites. Anyone who's played in the Eredivisie have been the best so far. And I think Levy's probably looking at it saying, right, I need to be switched on here because this is not going to be as easy as it may have first seemed.
It's going to be Levi David representing Ajax from left to right, and in the orange Manchester City strip, Matthias Banano from right to left. Matty was the only player that went to extra time yesterday. He needed the 30 additional minutes to send him through.
For those at home, if you forgot, he was 3-0 down in that game. Came into the game very, very late on, but if he makes a mistake like this against Levy, starting off slow, he will be punished. Good defending there from Matty.
He's also not going to let you back into it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Levy. You can see that at home as well. Who will win this match? 50-50 right now. They can't be separated. Levy just edging in front. However, as Banano whips that into the back post, the poll could be changed very quickly. Tom, I want to talk about Levi David because you went head-to-head with him during the 2021 season. I think it was quite a back-and-forth rivalry, shall we say. What is it that Levy does so much better than 99.9% of people on planet Earth?
Yeah, I think me and Levy had a bit of a rivalry back in 2021. The way we were playing felt like all the time we'd match each other in tournaments. And I think it's the way he keeps the boys' retention. He's a master of the basics as well. I think the fundamentals. We see the first chance go to Levy there, but the fundamentals he's got mastered down, but his ball retention, it's so hard to get the ball off him and it can come so frustrating.
Corner whipped into the box, but Donnarumma will claim it. On the other side, Ryan, obviously you had a history with Manchester City. You've watched Banano for a number of years, whether it be online and now at LAN. What can people at home expect from Banano? Before we get to that answer, maybe the unknown quantity.
Great goal.
The dark horse in this tournament, NKantee, he did have a great performance in the E-League through PSG's performances on the real pitch, got him here to the eChampions League, but he has relished every single step that he's been given.
It's weird to call him an underdog despite him topping a group with in it, and deservedly so. That last game was fantastic from him in the group stages, but he's still someone that I would count, for me, if
DaniPitbull's the favourite in that game.
Yeah, agreed. I would say DaniPitbull would be the favourite on paper, but NKantee showing up, of course, he means business.
But Banano,
yeah,
that slow start, is that something that we can expect from him now? Does he have to get himself motivated into the game? Like, what are you putting that down to? Because even in this game, for 12 minutes, it's been all Levy.
Yeah, I think yesterday, though, you could sense the nerves. I think with the way he was building up, he was gifting away possession, and obviously, Tom, you played Matthias as well in the competition this year. You notice the way he keeps possession. Of course, he's adapted over the years. It's nowhere near as his primary way to build up and keep possession throughout all of the games, but it just felt like he was nervous, in my opinion.
Yeah, he felt a bit shaky.
DaniPitbull, he went 3-0 down yesterday in his game, let's not forget, up against Fuma. And he's a man that you simply can't count out. 1-1 after 10 minutes. When you played Banano, what was it, about 2 months ago? At the Premier League finals, obviously the result didn't go your way on that day. However, you had a pretty good read of him. That's an incredible pass. I don't know if Graveson's doing half-time analysis, but that has to be looked at.
He's done that yesterday as well. It's a triggered run to Mbappe, and of course you're primarily going to be watching Drogba in this situation. Drogba's at the back post. He's just triggered Mbappe, and the whip pass from it's insane. What a ball.
You're right, Ryan. Yes, it's a dummy because when the ball goes out to right, you're thinking, okay, where's Drogba? I need to mark that, and then he's hit you with a quick one to the front post using the whip pass of Cafu there.
Banano 1-0 up. Coming into the Champions League knockouts, we were talking about their Eredivisie dominance. The 4 players that topped their group all flying through, and we expected them to be quarter-finalists. One has fallen by the wayside already, and as it stands, Levi David will be joining his Ajax teammate in PHZ and watching the eChampions League finals from the stands. Matthias Banano. Am I right in saying there's always sort of, even amongst like other players when you play against Banano in practice and whatnot, there's an air of, I can beat him.
Yeah.
And then when he turns up on the stage, his win percentage must be so high.
Oh, it's funny, Richard. It's funny because when we were playing at ePrem, everyone was telling me, oh, Matthias isn't playing that well in practice. Don't worry about it, Tom. You'll be able to do something against him. But I'm pretty sure he basically undefeated the whole tournament.
Here is Levy building up on the edge of the box. Drogba with the strike, Donnarumma with the save, and he's offside.
Yeah, he's a different monster, but I think what it is, Matthias, in practice, he's testing things out.
Exactly.
He's not worried about how good he's playing or how bad he's playing. He's testing things out, and you know, players might get a few results. Oh, look, I beat Matthias 4-1.
Sense of security.
And you're thinking, okay, go and do that on the stage, and it never happens.
Yeah, a lot of people quiver under the lights. Banano lives up when the spotlight shines brightest. What a strike from Cafu.
2 unorthodox goals already. Drogba dinked into Cafu. You'd expect the reverse of it. Green time power shot across the face of goal. I think what's special there is with power shots, you have to manually aim them to get the precision perfect, and that is sensational.
They're 2 goals, Tom, that are pretty much indefensible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, you do well. You do well. And as I said, these are the kind of things that Matthias will be doing in practice.
For the last 2 hours, just hitting power shots from...
He's not worried that he might be 5-0 down in the game. He's not worried about that because he's practicing things like that. So when it comes on stage, because he's already got the fundamentals tied down, he knows what he's doing and the basics, you know, the defending, the way he sets up, the way he keeps the ball. He knows that on the stage he'll be able to do that. So he'll spend his time practicing things like that. I mean, I'll be interested to see if we can get an interview with him if that's the first time he's done that today.
I doubt it. I doubt that he's pulled it out on the first time on the main stage.
I mean, sometimes you have them moments of brilliance, though. So there's a couple of times that I've done something and I think, wow, I actually did that.
Where did that come from?
Yeah. Wait, can I do that?
Cafu once again, and now it's in the back of Levy's mind. I can't give him the space.
Yep. Almost well worked there. He's looking for that pass inside to Mbappe, but Levy started off slow in the group stage we saw against Jesus. I believe he was 4-0 down, and he managed to come back and sort of rectify that result in that game. I think he ended up drawing in that game. Again, though, against Matthias, who's someone who, in my opinion anyway, sort of comes into his own as the game progresses. I feel like he gets stronger.
He's the sole survivor from the Premier League as well here at the Champions League. Mark Marley eliminated yesterday to the hands of Montaxa as Levy comes forward. Devo liked that one. Got a lasso.
Yeah.
It certainly was, my friend. The Twitch chat certainly enjoying what Banano is putting down right now, and defensively it looks pretty solid as well.
Superb. It's the offside traps as well. When Levy tries to turn back and recycle possession, trying to play to a midfielder, he's already bringing the striker back to cut the passing lane and offside trapping.
Error still supporting his favourite in Levy David.
Tell you what, I might curse it, but if there's a player you don't want to be 2-0 down to, it's Matthias Banano. Master of defending.
Drogba looking, didn't know if there were maybe a couple of step-overs coming in there. Just trying to get the shot away.
It's what Ryan said, he applies pressures with his striker, so he'll bring his striker back, but then he'll also be offside trapping just to close the space. And I've had it a few times. I was walking around thinking, is there actually any space on this pitch?
Yeah. Look how fearful Levy is, though, having to switch possession. He's getting caught out and he's open.
Could have been a better chance there as well when it dinked into Drogba. I think he had more time than he actually realised.
Yeah, I think Levy just needs to reset his mentals coming into this second half or the remainder of this first half, because he's sort of anticipating Matti's going to do the same thing again, and there's so much little spaces that open up across the pitch.
Is that especially important now? Renzo behind him. Someone who's been with him every step of the way. They've won trophies both online and offline, and what he can input for Levy at half-time will be very, very important. The other game that is taking place right now in the knockouts.
Oh, what a save.
Here's NKantee and DaniPitbull. Talk about unconventional strikes. That is ridiculous.
Almost caught him off guard with the goalkeeper movement. I think that's something that Renzo would have actually been telling him, that Matthias, he sort of tries to move his goalkeeper preemptively for the cross to the back post, but maybe that could actually catch Matthias off guard next time Levy gets into those positions.
Let's see it again here, Tom. What's he looking for?
Yeah, I think that would be something that you've prepared for. You know Matthias is very quick to jump off his line. It's using the double triangle.
Yeah.
Tap triangle twice and your keeper will come out really fast, but it'll go to the back post. And if you're aware of that, you can power shot the way he has. And now Matthias isn't going to be able to do it again.
Moving him again.
Floated into Drogba. Musiala will bring the header down. Modric with a crunching tackle on the edge of the box.
The double triangle is a real tough one to master because you can do it and it will kind of cut off the back post cross, but then when players like that are switched onto it, you get the near post shot instead. So you have to time it to absolute perfection.
So just to break it down even further, when you're saying double triangle for people at home, what input is that having on the pitch?
So as soon as you tap it twice quickly, and if you hold it as well, the goalkeeper will stay out. He'll stay out of he'll jump about 6 yards to the back post.
Yeah.
And it will leave the front space open. So yeah, double tap triangle, and if you want the goalkeeper to stay there, you hold triangle. If you only double tap, he'll jump out and then jump straight back in. If
you want any other tips and tricks, let us know in the chat. Well, we've got two incredible players. R9 with the strike. Banano 3-0 up going into half-time.
You know what, the second goal was good. That might be my favourite because of how well he's read the goalkeeper movement. Have a look at this. There, because Levy moves late. He moves very, very late, and Matthias does really well to shoot in the near post.
Just carving him open this first half. I think it's been one-way fashion from Matthias Bonanno. Emphatic start against Levy David. He's got all to play for, of course. It's not over yet, but Richard, it's a massive task.
It has been an absolutely superb first half performance from Manchester City's Matthias Bonanno. Levy David has a lot to do, and as he takes instructions from Renzo, we are going to head on over to our very own Jaime Alvarez, the sharpest man here at the eChampions League, to break down what a fantastic first half that has been from Banano.
Thank you so much, Richard. Thank you for calling me also the sharpest man, because we're going to analyze the clip you asked for, the first one. We're going to break it down because it's really a good way of understanding play styles. So if we just play the clip, we're going to see Pedri switching up the play into Cafu, and in this instance, if we just stop it at this instance, as you can see, he triggers a run with Mbappe. And as you know, the ECL is an European kind of tournament, so we're expecting a German cross. A German cross is a cross in which you trigger a run and then you hope for the perfect cross coming into Cafu. And you know why it is so perfect? Because if we play it, Cafu has the whip cross playstyle and it goes perfectly. And in this situation, if you just stop it as well, you can see how Drogba is open. He didn't do anything, I mean Matthias pressing any buttons, but this is the perfect chance for you because you're not gonna have to worry about shooting or about doing anything in the keeper. You're just gonna look for the passing to Drogba. So as we can see, he passes it to Drogba and he scores a beautiful goal. So the first one with cross, German cross into Cafu. Second one, I think it was the power shot. I'm pretty sure he has white, the playstyle, Cafu. So, I mean, his understanding of the playstyles, Mati has been amazing. 3-0 up. Let's see if Levy can do anything in the second half because he's suffering at the moment.
He certainly is. Gravison, fantastic work on the analysis board. Further thoughts from you two at half-time. Ryan, how does Levy get back in this game?
It's tough. As Tom said, Matthias is somebody you don't want to be on the receiving end of a scoreline this emphatic. 3-0 is a mountain to climb, but it's just, I'll be honest, I don't see a comeback. I'll be honest. I love Levy and I respect him highly as an offensive player, but I just don't see it.
The European powerhouse PSG and Juventus matchup. DaniPitbull and NKantee is back underway for the second half. That is 1-1 as it currently stands, so a tighter affair in that particular game. However, the story that is starting to emerge, Ajax, after being dominant in the groups, and the Eredivisie in particular, are set to be on their way out of the eChampions League. And does this send Mbappe potentially into a chance here? Dicked into Drogba, heads the ball back to Mbappe, but Levy defending well. That's a ball scoop turn away. Dicked into the box, Drogba wins it. It's a bit scrappy.
Oh gosh, it's bouncing everywhere.
Shivers down the spine of Manu and Emre, who have been watching.
Yeah, this definitely wasn't part of the script, was it, Richard? I think I was expecting a tight game between these two. These two have been probably two of the best players in the last 3 years, and I was not expecting either of them to run away with it like this.
This is probably the best I've seen Banano playing since the Premier League, being completely honest. We didn't see this level of him in the groups. DaniPitbull getting a little bit fortunate, the second bounce falling his way, and the East Serie A semi-finalist, former champion DaniPitbull for Juventus Desire is 2-1 up. with 40 minutes left to play.
Seems that Bonanno's getting better as the season goes on. Seems that with every tournament coming through, he's picking up form more and more.
And Mbeumo with the question, Ryan. Any tips and tricks on penalties?
Just got to time it to perfection, and of course pick a side. And it's difficult because penalties always, you have that element of luck in there, but I would say when taking it, the main thing is just to green it. I don't know if you agree with that, Tom.
Aim for corners?
Aim for corners,
Always.
yeah. Trusty bottom left. I think a few people know what I'm talking about when I say that. I think the bottom left is the one to trust, but you've got to try and get the circle as small as possible, time it well. What I would say is it's like real life. Once you've chose your spot, just please stick with that.
Yeah.
Don't doubt yourself.
We don't all have GC to call as well.
No, unfortunately not. No, yeah. I've been learning from him, but I think, yeah, if you can just, Joe, try not to look at what the keeper's doing too much. Just do what...
Back yourself.
Yeah, do what you're going to do.
Bonanno's been backing himself in this particular matchup. He's 3-0 up.
Ooh,
that's an offside trap that's left wide open. As Manchester City
You like that one?
are looking at a top
like that
8
one.
at the eChampions League.
That's sensational. The offside trap there just genuinely gifts a massive chance to Matthias, but he capitalizes on it. But I don't think you expect that pass to go back to the receiver in that situation, Tom.
Not like that, but I think with Pedri and his tiki-taka play style, you see how he plays it first time with the through ball, it's so accurate, and then he's mistimed the offside trap. Them kind of things happen when you chase the game.
What a pass! What a pass for NKantee! That is unbelievable! He has sliced open the defence. We joined it at the perfect time.
Who played that?
Didier Drogba.
Unbelievable ball.
Is there anything he can't do?
Oh,
He's turned into playmaker now. We've seen him do everything.
Yep.
what a pass. I mean, if you're DaniPitbull, again, we've seen a few goals where you just got to put your hands up and go, yeah, fair play.
Try to remind myself sometimes, though, you are playing someone else.
Yep.
You can't have it all your own way. We are seeing the very, very top talent, the elites play here. Sometimes you have to hold your hands up and say, you know what, you scored a good goal, and I'm going to try and sort it out myself.
Drogba again.
You must be using hug sideline here. Sorry, I'll get my words out in a second. Be using hug sideline here. I think you see with the Kante switch, see how wide Cafu was there. He's trying to use all the space.
Cinco asking in the chat, any tips on free kicks? Tom, how do you take your free kicks this year?
I'm direct with mine. I like shooting them.
Same.
I think minimum requirement, you need a player with dead ball. If it's not the plus, just at least have dead ball. And I think there's a few different ways you can take it, but I just like keeping the arrow the way it is.
Go over the wall.
Yeah, and then just going over the wall, or if it's accurate enough, you go keeper's side, and it's all about the bars of power.
Yeah.
And what I'd also say is get in the arena, and there's a few scenarios you can practice them, so you're not just practicing them in a game, you can go into the arena and do it over and over again, and it just becomes repetitive.
Chance here for DaniPitbull. It was Pirlo who originally accelerated out of the step-overs. Pedri now linking back into the man in focus for today, Andrea Pirlo. NKantee defending well.
We need him to do well, Rich, after our analysis.
He played well in the first game. He played well in the first game.
I need a technical dribble from him.
On Pirlo watch.
It's a good player to watch.
Great hair. If there has been any goals in the other match, we will give you them. However, to my understanding, 4-0 still the scoreline for Matthias Banano.
Space.
It's a chance here for DaniPitbull. Does he extra pass it? He does. Drogba! Goalkeeper move backwards. Keeps his calm. I don't think I've ever seen DaniPitbull even really celebrate unless he wins a tournament.
Yeah, it's a big goal as well, big moment. 20 minutes left to play. The space just looked acres of space. Attackers running into it. A lot of opportunities to play another pass. Chose the right one there and shot the right side of the goal.
When you see the goalkeeper move like that, Tom, if you're NKantee right now, are you thinking, bit of a mistake there, moving him so drastically, or is it a 50-50? If you guess the right way, you save it. You've got to move him sometimes.
He had a defender there as well, so I think sometimes you expect the defender to block that side of the goal and bail you out whilst you move to the other side, but it just didn't work for him, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think fine line, because you can move him too far as well. He has moved him very quickly over there. I personally think the first thing you should do is move back and then go side to side, because they can cover more of a distance, more of a space. But
I think that's what Stingray said last week.
Yeah, moving
when
backwards.
we had him in the commentary position.
So important.
Moving backwards first and then trying to react to it. There has been a goal back for Levy. It's now 4-1. It's a nice little Travella, green timed. And there's 20 minutes left in that game, so there is time for something spectacular for Ajax and Levi here at the eChampions League knockouts. However, Banano, I don't think I've ever seen him sink 3 goals in 20 minutes. When it's the last 20 minutes of the game. Maybe in the first 20, but definitely not in the last 20 when he knows that he's
No, that's his
literally
element.
moments away from going through.
That's his element. That's definitely what he does. He will see out this game. You'll see a lot of game management here, and I don't think it'll be as tight as this one. This one will get the heart rate going. I think you can feel it sometimes. The adrenaline starts pumping around a bit more.
What a ball that is. Henry, he's looking for the extra pass. He had the space. Whipped back into the box. Drogba with the header down, but Cancelo just getting in the way. That's a big chance squandered, Ryan.
Yeah, I don't think he expected to have that much space in the area. Tried to twist and turn with Henry and look for the extra pass, but if he was direct enough just to turn and go for the finesse shot, which in my opinion is why Henry's in the team.
Yep.
I think, for example, if you have R9 Ronaldo, you do lack that shooting play style of the finesse shot plus, but with Henry, you can just turn on either foot, 5-star weak foot, hit it, and just hope.
See, Manu Bashore is going to be in action very shortly indeed for PSV, one of those Eredivisie 4 players that were highlighted coming into today, taking on Ekman, who has been the surprise package of all surprise packages. He came through the group instead of Tex, you would say, and now after knocking out Umut yesterday, he faces another world champion. What a run that would be if he was to knock out Manu Bashore.
Yeah, we like the look of Ekman yesterday's 3rd goal.
Yeah.
I want to see more of that today.
That might be my favourite goal so far.
Yeah.
Across both weekends, I think that goal, just everything was perfect fundamentally in the game, but Kante needs to get a goal to give himself any chance of progressing into the next stage. Hold on a minute. Speaking of
Levy
goals,
getting one back. Is this Drogba at the back post? It's a inevitability as he leaps high. Let's just keep an eye on that one for a little bit because there is time left. Levy had his headset off at 4-0. He's put his headset now back on. He's going back to 4-2.
when the headset off, you're out of it. You think it's over.
NKantee looking to get a 3rd goal with 10 minutes left to play. Extra time will be required if the Parisian does manage to force his way back into this tie. However, DaniPitbull looks for a 4th, sliding Mbappe through, and now Drogba out wide. Good challenge from NKantee, however, doesn't win the ball.
Just can't get the ball off him.
Tony Kroos, that's a lovely pass to Pirlo. Donnarumma with the save.
Got to score in my opinion. There though, the goalkeeper movement was good. He didn't commit until it was a millisecond before DaniPitbull took a shot.
Corner whipped straight into Drogba. He wins it at the near post, but it will only trickle out of play for a goal kick. As Riptorek is going to be underway very shortly indeed, who takes on the reigning, defending eChampions League top dog from 2023, Emre Yilmaz. The champion is in town. Let's jump back on board with some live action. 7 minutes left to play between NKantee and DaniPitbull. Wait indeed, Ryan.
Wait.
Because Levi came down, cut it back for R9 and missed the target.
Wow. I'm going to say that was pretty much a minute after he scored his 2nd goal.
He's creating chances. The press is in, Tom.
Yeah, we're at kitchen sink time, aren't we, in both games here? You're going to see Kante and Levy putting a lot of pressure on the ball. Oh, how'd you play out of this one? That's how you do it.
That's superb.
Oh.
That's not. One more chance, would you say, for NKantee? Maybe 2 with 9 minutes?
Maybe 2. If you give it away here, you go and press him.
Yeah, he looked pretty.
Yeah, he's got 1 chance now.
Kroos against Kroos. It's fallen Nkantee's way. Henry now taking over. Mbappe back to Henry. Great finish from NKantee. 3-3. Extra time will be required.
It's a big moment in the game, Tom. Huge moment. The ball, I thought it was just about to lose it. Tried to intercept there, Tony Kroos did for DaniPitbull. The 1-2.
He's not finesse that, has he? The finesse came up.
Outside of the boot.
Yeah.
Type of thing. And to me, it's a Trivela, but it's
That's
still
why
counts.
you take Henry, I suppose, as well.
Yep.
So if the game says it a finesse, you get the finesse shot plus play style kicking in. Just a little bit more reliable in front of the goal, Tom.
It's clinical. Oh, it's clinical, the finesse. I mean, it didn't look like one, did it?
Nope.
But it came up with the indicator to suggest it was, and I think that gives it the extra little bit of
Oomph.
You're not complaining if you're NKantee either, are you? But I think he's done well there. As I said, he had that one chance when he gave the ball away. Hold on.
It's like a minute.
Hold on.
Floated in, Drogba at the near post. Levy scored 3 goals in about 10 minutes. It's now 4-3. And that's a penalty for DaniPitbull. We don't know why it was given, but DaniPitbull, with 1 minute remaining, there's a chance to seal himself an eChampions League final spot. Pirlo sticks it in. 0 reaction from DaniPitbull. We've got to see why the penalty was given.
I'm more concerned about the lack of celebration. Here we go, Richard. This is it.
Oh, it's ludicrous.
Shocking stuff. That is unacceptable.
He's in trouble.
Oh, you can't do that.
You can't be doing that.
No, not in the 90th.
He stuck the pen in the top corner, Tom. He listened to your advice. Pick a corner, back yourself.
Buckley, I'm just highlighting, that was all Pirlo. Won the penalty, scored it as well. I'm just saying.
And here we go, back on board. We will give you that full-time result when it comes in between DaniPitbull and NKantee. However, Matias Bonanno has leaked 3 goals after he said he wasn't going to do this.
Yeah, who said that?
Wait, Tom, I've got a question for you here. If you're Levy, you've obviously gone constant press or whatever you've done to come back into the game. Do you stick with it?
Yeah.
You stay on with it? 6 minutes left plus added time. There's not too many opportunities I think he'll have in this game.
I think with a player like Matthias, you have to upset his rhythm. And he was in a rhythm. As soon as he put constant press on, he's managed to upset it. I feel like now you're going to do well to... You've got to stay like if you're Levy, you keep doing this.
Matias did the exact same as his opponent yesterday. He was 3-0 down, he got back into the game and went on to win 6-4 in extra time.
There's a goal in this.
Levy coming forward, Toni Kroos waiting for maybe Drogba to just peel away from his man. Now Pedri dinked in towards Drogba, he wins the header. That's just been a full time. We said there wasn't a celebration. There it is from DaniPitbull. He goes into the Champions League finals.
Oh, that's a big chance.
To join his fellow Italian, Montaxa. 2 out of 3 finalists so far, coming from the Serie A.
I respect that. He waited all game.
Incorrect. E-Ligan, sorry. Just both Italian. Correct myself.
He waited all game for the limbs, and then he got the win, and then he's let it all out. I've got a lot of time for that. We could see some more. We could see some more here, Richard.
Cafu out wide. He's been surrounded by orange shirts and wins the ball back for his troubles. Not seen a repeat from last week.
I was just about to say that.
From Nacho Abella. Yeah. So taking his time. It's a terrible throw.
We have.
Oh, he's lucky.
2 additional minutes. The press is in. He's gone back to Donnarumma, who launches it long. R9 wins the flick on. Drogba with space to...
He's got to go to the corner. He have to.
Steamroll into... Banano looking for a 5th, goes back to the corner flag, fakes it. Modric, you've got to think that's all she wrote. Levy with a valiant effort, however Manchester City and Matias Bonanno will be at the eChampions League finals.
Very, very good. The composure there. I know the game probably was done, but just to wrap it up with a 5th.
Yep, special.
And we see some big celebrations. We said it was going to get stepped up today. Oh, I like that celebration, yeah. I feel like he's looking straight into me there.
I think it's a sense of relief as well in those moments. 4-0 up to 4-3. Levy sort of left it late, but Matias done his work early on in the game and, of course, sealed it last minute.
Wow, what a performance. Levy and PHC both crashing out of the tournament.